Lockport. The big red kettle swinging from the tripod and the gent or lady ringing the bell for donations is a common sight this time of year, but few know the story behind that familiar Salvation Army symbol of the holiday season. Doing the most good for the most people in the most need, is the motto. Chris Gressert, Social Services Director for the Salvation Army in Lockport, explained that his location at 50 Cottage Street has a food pantry open 3 days a week that assists 150 families a month, a soup kitchen open at 11 every morning, Monday through Friday, feeding around 100 and sometimes up to 200 people a day, kids' homework help every day after school, and fellowship and worship services in the chapel on Sundays. In addition, there are programs like Bridging the Gap, a 12-week life skills curriculum for at-risk youth that focusing on crime prevention and intervention, rent and utility assistance, women's ministries, Narcotics Anonymous meetings, Bible study, Sunday school, and summer day camp and open gym time for basketball, which will resume after the holidays. The biggest one-day effort involves more than 30 volunteers who put on a Thanksgiving Day dinner. We served a little more than 400 meals this year, Gressert said. There's a whole lot of people who don't realize all of what we do, he added. Donations collected at 6 Red Kettle sites in Lockport, Wrights Corners and Newfane help fund all of these programs, Gressert noted. The drive began November 13 and runs through December 23. Making sure all of the shifts are covered is just one of Gressert's duties as Director of Volunteers for all of the Lockport site's activities. I have some Red Kettle volunteers who don't drive, so I'll pick them up and get them home, and I try and do as many personal hours as I can, myself, Gressert said. I fill in the gaps in the schedule, and I enjoy doing it. There are people I see while doing this each year that I grew up with and I only get to see them once a year while I'm standing in front of Walmart at Christmas time, he said with a laugh. Gressert also has been the driving force for the past decade behind a large, seasonal project. The Lockport Salvation Army has shipped 8 oversized greeting cards overseas and to local facilities this year as part of a special Christmas card project to cheer U.S. Armed Forces and veterans away from home for the holidays. Each card measures 26 by 40 inches and contains 20 pages full of greetings from the community for U.S. troops stationed overseas. Cards also are delivered to the Veterans Affairs Medical Center in Buffalo and New York State Veterans Home in Batavia. It takes months to collect these colorful greetings, and the cards bound for overseas must be shipped prior to Thanksgiving, Gressert noted. This year, they were headed to soldiers stationed in Afghanistan, Kuwait, Iraq, and Landstuhl Regional Medical Center in Germany. They contained messages from school children in the Lockport, Newfane, Starpoint, and Lewiston Porter districts, local churches, organizations and businesses, even fire and police departments, as well as individuals willing to take a minute to compose a cheery note. The project has been a cooperative effort of the Salvation Army, local military units, local artists, and the community since 2007.